welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Canty. Under fire. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Holds it in the 1st down and more. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Fry. He's got him. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. They want to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Fry. He's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the run, fires downfield. Working that left side. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job.
He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab down the left side. Running free. He's at the touchdown, Kentucky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quick completion to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hands it off. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Fry. Got his man downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Wildcats want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Snagged in the middle. It's battle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Canty. Hauls it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness. They're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the right. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. Holds it in on the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll run it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To throw, it's Canty. It's complete to the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Kentucky right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game. But at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Caught in the backfield, it's Morton. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
That's reeled in. It's Wheeler. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To the air, it's Canty. With the catch, it's Gage. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Needing to move the chains, here comes Kentucky on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Mississippi State going up tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
That's caught. It's Kane. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The give out of the gun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Canty. The sure hands, it's Morton. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play. In a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Wheeler. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morton. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And as the clock runs out here in the 2nd quarter, this offense happy with the lead it has built, and they'll go to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Kentucky going quickly. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looking to pass. It's Canty. Throwing right. Pulls it in. It's Wheeler. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a catch along the sidelines, but he's going to lose yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Caught behind the line. It's Morton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do they do?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Handoff to the lone back. Touchdown, Wildcats! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Great place to start for this offense. The RPO fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now facing a third and long. Back to throw. It's Fry. Punts it out of the air. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple percent. making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play is going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. to the ground with the bat. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. At this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Kentucky right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a good play.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Canty. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tanner. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubting. and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Fry. Using the quick game. Nice move to keep running. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Looking for a man, it's Fry. Got a man, it's Kane. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Run it with the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll send out the kicker here. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kentucky going quickly. Dropping back, it's Canty. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Fry. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Gage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Catch stretch in the middle. It's battle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heap. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back to pass. It's Canty. He wants a big play here late. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock's